Cody from Iron Man. Remember? I don't remember the name of the actor, but
yes,
the guy that took to Oxford University to overhaul science and math.
Yeah,
I didn't know that ever happened. That was awesome.
I mean, it's what we have now is so entrenched in reality that I'm sure any upheaval would be at least questioned, if not revolted against. Right?
We got a whole new concept of the number one.
Yes.
We're merging addition and multiplication. Man, that was great.
They taught me new things about that whole seed of life thing. The flower of life.
Making
I didn't even know.
3D tachyon model.
Yeah.
For like space propulsion. Yeah.
I didn't even know tachyon was a real thing. I thought that was just a sci-fi thing, but evidently it's real. So, yeah.
He's been working on it for 45 years.
Yeah, my bad.
He said he was working on it before he was born, remember?
Before he was born, yes. From, I think after about 6 months. That's what he said.
Yeah, that is A-okay in my book.
Prime, yeah.
That's what we've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, longer than I've been alive, at least. So, but, the Force.
Yes, what is today?
With, musics. Today is...
I was scrolling through, and it became quite apparent that T-Rex was in order.
Yes, we needed to talk about T-Rex for a little bit.
Major favorite Mark Bolan, T-Rex?
Yeah.
And the T-Rex man?
Yeah.
We watched that doggone Born to Boogie movie.
Yeah, we did.
That was like 4 years ago.
And, the one he made with Ringo, right?
Yeah, I remember you watched like 2 different concerts in the extras in the special features or something.
Yeah, that was great.
No, he couldn't score me any love there. There was no problem at all. He had a blue suede match. Hold on.
Not going to go through his whole career.
Nope.
Because of wanting to do another T-Rex episode.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
In his whole different time periods of his...
They each deserve kind of like their own...
Because he was...
highlight section, yeah.
He was Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then...
Yeah, before this.
Different man, got a group, etc.
But yeah, it was...
and Guy from John's Children.
Yeah,
yeah, when we do, we'll have to talk about how he was not even the leader of the group. He was just this...
Just this guy from...
backup vocals and rhythm guitar or something?
Yeah, something that's near the lead, but not 100% the lead. So
I love Mark Bolan's whole story.
Yeah.
So instead of doing a retrospective, that we can do in-depth... Man, that is cool. He is, of course, famous man, sitting there.
Yeah.
With your je ne sais quoi. And you actually get Mickey Finn in the back.
Oh, that's who that is. Okay. Yeah.
Reading who he is, or T-Rex, on the front page news.
It says...
Yeah, you'll have to do a...
Yeah.
You'll have to do a close-up of him reading a T-Rex newspaper.
The headline says, T-rific.
In whether or not...
That's pretty clever.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Electric Warrior.
Yeah.
This is from 1971.
Yep.
His kind of breakout album for his career in the pop idol phase of your career.
It counts as the more well-known one.
When you are specifically trying to be a... What's it called?
The
ultimate pop star man.
Yeah. In the quest of being Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah, it's like it's similar thing.
Yeah. So
it's a strange alien androgynous man.
That's a good way to...
A little bit Elvis, a little bit... Who else did he kind of have as what counted as an influence?
Would it be fair to call him a part Syd Barrett? A little bit, maybe? In the...
Oh, a songwriter.
Yeah. So
From 60s time, yeah.
maybe that much Sid Barrett, but more like Elvis. Insert front showman here. It was,
And a T-Rex.
yeah.
He did a lot of self-starting.
You gotta, yeah.
That's why he's significant to history. His music per se was admittedly, how shall we say, bubblegumish.
Yeah. But
He is who I call one of the godfathers of glam.
yeah, it's mostly about the showmanship. Like yeah, the music's good and all, but to see those footages of him on stage is
Oh yeah, the meaning of glamour.
pretty awesome.
Whether or not what you call in 70s glitter rock, whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
pretty early on, he was the one that wore some of those shiny outfits and
very
crap,
early on. Yeah,
and your feather boas and stuff,
Basic-
transitioning from 60s to 70s,
Yeah, one of the
and hippie man into glitz and glamour.
glam. It's yeah,
Man,
probably counts as one of the progenitors of the glams. So, yeah, this
Godfather of glam, monster of rock.
this one here, this album here, always
T-Rex monster man,
yeah, the
and there's no dinosaur.
none. Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty interesting because at first you think, because this is what we know him from as Americans.
Yes.
This has the Get It On Bang a Gong
yeah.
radio hit,
The
as well as the slightly lesser known one, but it also kind of counts, Jeepster,
Jeepster,
are
yeah.
both on this album.
yeah.
So you'd assume, or I did, oh, he's calling himself, King of
Yeah.
T-Rex,
Yeah, I can see it.
monster of rock. Because he's the king, baby. Well, it's not. It was Tyrannosaurus Rex that went back to
Yeah.
67, 68?
Yeah. And I don't know if they purposefully named.
It was a duo. It wasn't just him anyway.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if they purposefully named it after the dinosaur or not. I don't think they did. It just sounded cool. So,
Back when everything was about, like, wizardry and
Yeah.
Tolkien stuff.
yeah.
It was
So-
just him and a bongoist.
Yeah, it was.
The first guy.
Yeah, those.
Steve. We'll, of course, talk about him a lot when we do our
Yeah, when it's time to do those.
other segment.
But yeah, that's what it was to start with, was just the two.
Mysterious.
And maybe a mystery bassist, I think. I remember hearing bass, but
I don't know who he used on the first ones.
yeah.
But Tyrannosaurus Rex was just the two guys.
Yeah, just the two. So,
And your intentional egoism, it's part of the whole glam thing
yes.
to lean into
Yeah.
the vanity and the glamour
Yeah, you
in a kind of tongue-in-cheek,
gotta kind of
rock and roll,
Yeah.
kind of ironic type,
You gotta be at least aware about it. Like,
intentionally garish, intentionally glitzy. Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise.
So you would think calling yourself the T-Rex, the king of
Yeah. Otherwise,
rock stars, you'd think that would fit perfectly, but
yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Like, I haven't seen.
their name back when it was sitting on the floor. Remember, he did not even stand up. He
Yeah,
sat
that's
on the
right.
floor for his concerts,
Yeah.
playing just an acoustic guitar,
There were a few of those, yeah, even into the 70s.
doing those. He would sometimes still sit down, yeah, but doing those guitar and bongo, his early stuff.
Yeah. It's about how you have to do it. So,
His whole story is that way, though. It's a mysterious figure. Like I say, we're not here to go through his whole wiki entry today, but yeah. Your breakout album that has the two hits
Bang Jeepster and
for Americans.
yeah, but I mean the whole album is solid. It was known as a rumbler back in my personal time. You would always hear it coming up from the basement. So.
Oh, were we maybe gonna? Yeah, I forgot about the.
You're always coming up from the basement. You would hear the music coming up through the basement floor. So. But that may be a thing.
Yeah,
So.
it'll be every time. His dad had a lot of albums
It's pretty
and
awesome.
used them a lot, so it's virtually.
Yeah. We heard.
Virtually. 3, 2, 1. Coming up from the basement.
We
Was where he would have his record player.
we heard this one on average about once every couple of months or so during the spring and fall when it was not time to work.
Would he use the whole thing all at once?
Oh, yeah,
Like, would he go through the album? Good for him.
Yeah, we would. Anytime there was an album listening session, you had to finish it. You had to finish the album. So
It's true he didn't quite take over, even though he specifically wanted to.
yeah,
Rule America.
right.
Don't forget, he was totally freaking number one for 2 to 3 years. Remember?
Yeah.
Sometime in 70 through, and
Yeah.
his last real big was a number 1 and then a number 2 right after that or something like
Yeah.
that was part of 72.
It would be
So he was really on top
he was
for more than just a short.
the power rock ballads were definitely got a lot of attention. So were played on the radio numerous amounts of times.
Whether or not it's kind of part of, not really counting as appeal in the appeal for American, how shall we say, more masculine.
Yeah,
You get your whole Mark Bolan vibe with.
yeah, you would,
It's like a satyr, like one of those little
Yeah.
pan guys.
yeah.
Actually, I think that's on one of his albums that shows a little pan man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
The guy with the hooves with the little
Yeah.
pan flute.
Yeah, that was one of the earlier albums.
It's a
So
it's an androgynous. Yeah, it's a male nymph type. Yeah.
yeah, he's
So I can at least understand why he wouldn't have immediately taken by storm like he wanted to. But he was at least popular enough to.
I could.
I don't even think I found this at a record store. I think this was at a flea market.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty
nice.
awesome to just see lying around in a booth
It was
in vast mid-America.
something I could see Americans of the time being like, yeah, as long as you hear it on the radio and don't go to a show, it's all right.
Oh yeah, this
But,
is still in great shape too.
Yeah, that's
Just
in,
happens to still be nice. Wow.
when we were listening to it, I was like, wow, that is remarkably free of scratches. So, yeah, so. But yeah, it's the whole album is amazing. It's got Monolith on it, a favorite,
One of my favorite other ones. Yeah.
something you don't hear on the radio all the time, and the pinnacle of basically T-Rex, like the glam, because to me it kind of falls off after this, maybe just a little bit, but we can get into that later. So, but yeah, this to me is my favorite T-Rex album by far. So,
Pretty classic.
yeah,
Tony Visconti, man. Everything's written by
yep, all the highlights.
Mark Bolan, of course.
All the highlights of a good T-Rex album are there. Some good instrumentation.
And whether or not this was the first one with the bassist and drummer. I forgot if they were involved in that first
You know,
T-Rex, the 1970 one.
yeah, me too. Like, I'm pretty sure,
Because I thought that little picture just showed him and Mickey again.
yeah.
But
think it was-
yeah, you got your rock and roll combo time.
Yeah,
And what their names are? Or it shows it.
in the back there, yeah.
Yeah, Steve Curry, bassist. Bill Will Legend, drummer.
The drummer, yeah.
Oh, and Ian McDonald, man, yes. King Crimson, saxophonist.
Yeah, and also for Pink Floyd fans, the album cover was designed by Hypnosis. So, it's pretty simple.
Oh, good.
doesn't.
Decidedly 70s. We're definitely ushering in the 70s.
It doesn't
Pretty awesome.
exactly exhume prog rock album, but it doesn't have to.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Him with some dim lighting
And an
and some nice electric energy around him and his guitar and amp.
Yeah, it's great. Look at the size of that amp too. That thing is massive.
Oh.
The stack, the cabinet, whatnot. So, yeah, it's ridiculous
So cool.
how big it is.
What do you actually get in the order? Begins with something called Mambo Sun. That's another one of my favorite ones on the album.
You mean it doesn't begin with "Get It On, Bang a Gong"?
That's the
Wow.
beginning of side 2.
Color me shocked
And,
and appalled. But anyway,
How shall we say? Doesn't really pound, but it doesn't really count as a slow song.
yeah,
Cosmic Dancer does.
yes, but
That's the lamer one.
yeah,
But
it's still a good song.
if it's all slow, then what you're supposed to do is pay attention to the lyrics.
Yep. Yeah, it's slow with a purpose.
And these are funny.
Yeah. So,
Make my way into... Yeah, these are great.
I have a hard time pressing skip on this album.
What's it like to be a loon? I liken it to a balloon.
That's like the name of...
I think for a long time I thought he was saying, what's it like to be alone? And then
Ask him...
it gets yeah, you can he's pretty self-aware with it all.
Yeah.
Especially if you know what his previous material was from the 60s things and Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
These the words that rhyme in here are hilarious. Throughout. Jeepster, the other hit.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Also, highly recommended. If it's something, especially if it's something you've heard 1,000 times. One of these. From the radio.
Oh, yes.
Put it on 45 speed.
Yes. That's always a fun time.
I did that not long ago at all.
Especially with,
And,
yeah.
yeah, it makes you want to do like a country line dance to it or
Yeah,
something.
I was getting some Silver Dollar City flashbacks when we put those on. So, it was a good time held throughout.
In Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
What the next one? Monolith? Or wait. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
The cool one.
yeah, that...
Shallow are the actions of the children of men. That's just a great line.
Yeah. He's been known to come up with a lot of...
Oh. Fogged was their vision since the ages began. Yeah, that's kind of harkening back to his other stuff. Again, I always got that wrong. Did I never notice that? I thought he was saying flawed was their vision, but it's fogged.
Oh. Well, that
And you
makes it-
round that side out. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
And you round that side out with Lean Woman Blues.
Yeah, another...
That is another just kind of amusing one.
Yeah. If this album doesn't rock, it's amusing. So...
Oh yeah, these lyrics are
One of those two.
doggone hilarious.
If you're not rocking, you're laughing. Come for the rock, stay for the comedy. You know. TM.
It's not a bad musician. He always wanted to be the one playing lead guitar.
That
It's
makes-
about the only thing I'll say for them as a rock group that could have used a cool virtuoso man, lead guitarist guy in there.
that way Mark could like be free to like just do whatever. Or what?
For the heroics.
Oh, the heroics. Yeah.
If you really wanted to get into rocking
Yeah.
for your songs,
Yep.
but it's in the same way as enjoying the lyrics. Listening to his guitar solos, you can immediately tell it is there's not a huge amount of technique in there,
No. It's
and he'll do some runs where he's
definitely Mark.
time to rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that concert footage, you're just there for him to pound out on this rhythm guitar sound mostly, because it's just him,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep. There are some where it's
Mickey just plays percussion still,
yeah.
with bongos or whatever.
Yeah. And there may be a song or two where it is literally just him with a solo effort, but
When
on stage-
he's the only guitarist.
Yeah.
So they kind of could have used a lead guitar man. But,
yeah.
oh well, I love this album.
Yeah. Album's great.
That begins what the next? Get it on?
Yes. Yeah.
And you always mix up which one's the actual title and which one is the secondary in parentheses.
Yeah.
It's called Bang a Gong, in parentheses, Get It On.
Yeah. But then
Even though how the song goes, it's
yeah.
reversed,
Yep.
where you're supposed to,
Supposed to
say Get It On first.
Yeah. Yeah. That always threw new DJs for a loop when they didn't.
It's a mysterious man. Yeah, when you
And there was no computer screen to look at.
shouldn't even. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to make sure you get your hit. You might release that twice. Let's see. Planet Queen, pretty awesome. Another one of his
Yeah.
laid back, not slow, but mid tempo,
Yeah, it's.
pleasant, smooth song. Girl, we got a track that's just called Girl. I like it though. That melody's great.
Yeah.
Great stuff. The Motivator.
He was. There's never.
Oh wait, that's the one that sounds a lot like Get It On.
Yeah.
Similar riff.
They were never short on melodies. That's one thing I do like. It's.
His stuff will sound the same sometimes,
Yeah.
but yeah, he could
You could do
he
it.
could make great stuff.
Yeah.
The vocal melodies in the earlier albums are superb, and these are all technically good songs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said earlier, I can't find a good spot to press skip. Because I'm either entertained by the lyrics or I'm rocking. So
Yeah, it can
it's,
use all the way through.
Yeah.
I love the golden cat, you know, the one that you keep in your bedroom. Love the golden cat, love the golden cat.
Oh man. Yes.
And he was prolific.
Yeah, he was.
There are CD releases of his unreleased recordings.
Yeah, where it fills up like an entire CD. It's great. Like
That have great one. Yeah, that purple. The 1972 volume 1, I believe it was, the purple one instead of the orange one. Is darn awesome.
yes, sir.
Of his stuff. I believe he was quoted to say for his songwriting process or abilities in general, and he said something like, it's like pulling him out of a drawer.
Yeah.
He could
That's the
he could compose them like this.
Yeah,
Let's see.
the amount-
Life's a gas. The amount of what?
the amount of prolifery within that statement. Like whenever you can just yoink.
Setting aside any that sound awful similar,
That's why they're in a drawer though.
like this one, or Johnny B. Sad from that later album or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still counts as being able to write a lot.
Yeah.
He didn't have any help. Life's a gas. I could have loved you, girl, like a planet. I could have chained your heart to a star, but it really doesn't matter at all. Yeah, these are
Yeah.
hilarious. Let me hand this to you so you can see some of these.
Maybe
If you don't remember them from the songs, you can read on back and get your fill that way.
do you think he did it for people who like take lyrics very seriously?
It's an analog CD, so you can read along as you.
Yeah, you're not having to squint.
I'm the Fleetfoot Voodoo Man. Oh, yeah, that one's got a lot of great lyrics. Rip Off, that's the last track. Life's a Gas, remember, is another one of these
Yes, sir.
slowish mid-tempo
Yeah.
thing with a smooth feel. And then Ripoff is bona fide rap music.
Yes, it is.
Remember?
Yeah, whenever we first did this,
He's not singing. He's doing rap rhyming vocals.
yeah, we were kicking the 70s knowledge back then.
And his the title in there is specifically amusing
Yeah.
because of all the later people that he influenced.
Yes, yeah. Terraplane Tommy wants to bang your gong. It's a ripoff, such a ripoff.
Yeah, it ends with the phrase, "It's a ripoff,"
Everyone except for this set of lyrics here.
and goes through a whole bunch of great stuff on there. Yeah.
But yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is all good.
And your bongos, you of course give Mickey Finn a chance to
Oh yeah.
keep playing the bongos
Yeah, he'll never stop.
that figure prominently. But yeah, pretty easy album to listen to.
Dragonhead, Machine of Lead, Cadillac King, Dancer in the Midnight. Dragonhead. From Planet Queen. So yeah. Yeah, this album is great again.
He sings about cars,
There's a lot of stuff to take in here, yeah. Cars, women,
the world, yeah, of course, girls and love,
not,
humanity in general,
yeah.
the state of the world,
There's a slight dosage,
and rip-offs.
slight dosage of psychedelia in the lyrics, maybe in one or two passages, but
Yeah, references to laughing gas at the dentist. That's what "it's a gas" means.
yeah.
Something that's funny
Yep. Yeah.
is from when they used to give you nitrous.
Yeah, the only thing that's different about this one is I think my dad had the reprint. I don't know if he had the gatefold that this one has. But yeah, so
Especially if that's a first printing.
yeah,
I don't think I paid collectors.
generally if you went like flea marketing and thrift
Because on
shop,
there you get a 1971.
yeah, if you did it back then 10 years ago, yeah, people weren't charging collector prices for black discs.
Oh, well, it would have been at a store. I'm talking about that I found
Yeah,
at a flea market where it was completely incidental that it even existed there.
so
Just happened to be in a freaking corner. You know how they have them. Sometimes they're not even in a box. Sometimes
No.
they're just on the floor leaning up against the wall or up against something else in a
yeah, they're not in a crate.
freaking booth.
They're not in a cardboard box.
It's in
all
too good a
apart.
shape to look like a...
Yeah. Yep.
I don't have one of those things where you can look it up.
A solid album. Through and through. Probably never get tired of it.
Yeah, is it easy to get tired of even the big hit?
No. No.
I can listen to Get It On
Yeah. I'm not going to
and
purposefully put it
not
on.
be sick of...
But, yeah, if it comes up in... If it comes up
Only I
on
could get it on
the
again.
radio or...
Yeah, there's no being tired of it.
No. It's
It's
always...
T-Rex. It's Mark Bolan is extremely charming.
It'll always rock. Yeah. It'll always be awesome to listen to. So...
It's true je ne sais quoi and it factor.
Yeah.
All he had to do was stand in the door and
Yeah.
it's a complete Mark Bolan thing.
Yep. Yeah.
He ruled England
Yeah, you did.
for
Those
a couple years in the early 70s.
they had more hits over there than they did over here. So
Yeah, greatest pop star in the world for a little amount of time, involving 70 and 71 and a little bit of 72.
yeah.
Awesome.
She got about a dozen. She's got one in the oven, but it's nothing to do with me.
Okay. Some people like to rock.
Some people like to roll.